Morning to all coaches, management staffs, archers, and related people. Today's topics is very important for our sports industry in India. What makes South Korean archers supremely dominating in the archery fields in Olympics? The answer is now here. We can adopt, we should rather adopt in India, especially in archery, because it is a static sport like shooting. It is called Brainwave entrainment and sports neurofeedback training. It's very scientific, very efficient and effective. It gives and guides us how to tackle the unwanted movements of neurons of brain, which is a cause and reasons for anxiety, fear while shooting archery at the final stage in a big competitions. We do practice. While we practice, it is well known to everybody that our archers do well. But when it comes to Olympic or bigger World Cup, Asia Cup situations, we also do well. But according to our efficiency, skill, fitness, we just cannot do the final touch. We cannot reach the gold medal in the first position in the podium. That is what makes the South Korean supremely dominant in archery at the Olympics. They have adopted this method, which is it is very safe and effective, non-invasive. That means we used EEG probes just like any hairband or a cap. It does not require any oily things or any watery things. It is being adopted for to change the brain wave which caused by the neurons of the brain. Now, how to do that? There are processes. I will discuss very shortly all those processes, and the videos what I have used is only for the example purpose, the topics what I am talking about. Importance of sports neurofeedback has become and research and applications in sports worldwide. It is initiated by Koreans, officially known to us, before Rio Olympics. There are videos I will display just for an example. Many studies have shown that method is effective in improving brain functions and motor control, which is very important for the increase in performance of especially of static sports like archery and shooting. We were searching, we were surprising how South Koreans are doing so well in Olympics, how their mind is so stable and fearless while they shoot in Olympic. Many archers we have seen, many technical things we have discussed. Everything is supreme, everything is fine. Korean, even our Indian archers are equally good to all South Koreans, male and females. Technically, physically, we lack in somewhere which is very important for mental game like archery and shooting. That is called mind. That is called brain. That is called the concept of subconscious mind. Unless we tap our subconscious mind, it is difficult to attain a supremacy in Olympic Games. That is why I am trying to introduce how to tap the power of subconscious mind. Normally, whatever we teach, we talk, we learn through our conscious level of mind. This is not sufficient. We have seen for years together. We train people day and night, but during Olympics, we just cannot perform to our best. Why? Why there are so many research and studies has been done throughout the world, even in India. Now the directions and solutions are now available. It is beneficial for Indian archery sports. Mental training is a modern mental training. Mental training. What is the difference of mental training? Mental training is dynamic. Mental training takes care of individuals' issues, individuals' mind. There are so many things happens in our mind throughout the day, even especially when we are trying to concentrate, we cannot concentrate, we cannot focus. We do meditation, we do visualization, we do so many things. But unless we touch our very powerful subconscious mind, this will not give the effect of the supremacy to supremely leader in archery in the world. I have taken examples after studying, researching many papers, studies. This is a gist of that. It is a very big thing, but I have compiled in only 6 slides. That is also 1 or 2 or 4 examples. The gist is that we should adopt these brainwave entrainment. What is that brainwave entrainment? Is being explained very simply. Just listen to that. It will be clear what is brainwave. There are 2 waves. What is pulsating, and another is binaural beats. Binaural beats, one frequency in one ear, other frequency in the other ear, slightly higher and lower. And the middle is the binaural beats called, and it is to be heard through headphone. It is very effective. There are many frequencies we use there are many purposes for the sports. The frequencies are important to control the neurons of brain. When you are scattered, when you are worried, when you are anxious during competitions, the neuron movements are different. But when we concentrate, focus, and become in the zone, the movement of neurons are different. That is the technique, that is the science, is being adopted by many countries. We are Indians, archers, and managements are trying to focus on that, what is all about brainwave and neurofeedback.
Hey, how you doing everybody? B-Dub here, and I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about what brainwave entrainment is. What brainwave entrainment is primarily isochronic tones and binaural beats. Now, isochronic tones is basically a pulse, and I'll play an example so you can hear it. This right here is a theta isochronic tone. Now, this right here is a binaural beat, which is one frequency on the left, and you got the other one on the right. subtract one from the other, that's the delta, and that's your binaural beat. This is the reason why binaural beats only work with headphones. You don't need headphones for the isochronic tones because it's a pulse. However, they don't work in delta range as well. Now, a lot of people confuse this with a new age movement. However, what this actually is just plain, simple, proven science. Your brain works in frequency waves, and by using the brainwave entrainment, you can put yourself in the desired brainwave zone. The principles are old, but this advanced technology that we're using these days is cutting edge. But you can do an isochronic tone by beating a drum. A slow beat is like a heartbeat, slow and mellow. You play it fast, and the adrenaline starts pumping. That's how it works. That's an isochronic tone. And with today's technology, we can fine-tune it and take it to a whole nother level. Because once you know how the brain works and what frequency it works at, then you can accomplish a lot of different things. Now you have different zones, delta being the lowest. That's a very, very deep meditation. That's the deepest. Then it goes up to theta. Theta is what every artist and musician should meditate to at least once a day, because that will completely enhance your creativity. And I know this 100% proof. It's a very dreamy, meditative state as well. Then you have alpha, which is your transcendental meditation state. Strangely enough, it's the same state as watching television. In this state, you're very passive and very receptive. It's the state you're probably in right now, as a matter of fact. With the brainwave entrainment, you can fine-tune it and keep it at that state for extended periods of time, and that would be the transcendental meditation. Now, transcendental meditation is proven to be the most effective meditation that exists on the planet. It's most effective if you do it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Do a little research on the term transcendental meditation. I'll leave some links so you can check that out. The beauty of brainwave entrainment is you can get at these different brainwave states without having to even think about it. You play the tone or the pulse, and it's instant. Then we have beta wave. Mid to low beta wave is great for studying because it makes you focused, alert, it helps you concentrate. It's helpful for ADD, for ADHD. And then it goes up to high beta. And that's actually not too helpful. It tends to make people nervous and create panic attacks. But strangely enough, when you go up a little bit higher into gamma, then you can have very good, positive feelings. It's also used for very deep meditation as well. Television programming is called television programming because they're using these techniques on you every time you turn on your television. Every commercial, every show, they completely understand these concepts and they understand them crystal clear, and they are using them 100%. And this is why Transcending Vibrations was formed. But then what I wanted to do with Transcending Vibrations was take the power of the brainwave entrainment and combine it with high-frequency subliminal messages to accomplish certain tasks that people can't do on their own. But I only do that when it's required for things such as quitting smoking cigarettes, quitting alcohol, quitting drugs, quitting gambling, quitting television, quitting junk food. These are the soundscapes I've made, and these are also the problems that I myself have transcended. And it works by putting you at the proper brainwave zone and then deprogramming your subconscious mind. Because your subconscious mind is not programmed by reason. Your subconscious mind is programmed only by repetition. And the high frequency subliminal messages, which is frequencies in a range that are pretty much silent, they're picked up. And these phrases are repeated over and over again. And you listen to it for a couple weeks until the desired result is achieved. You still have control of it with your conscious mind. You can still make the decision with your conscious mind. However, your conscious mind is only a small portion of your mind. This is a way of making your brain work for you instead of against you. And with all the constant programming that you've been exposed to, it is working against you. They have programmed you. You need to unprogram yourself. And this is why I also started the news channel. Because once you actually study this and you see what's going on, then you realize the movie They Live was a real-life documentary, and the programming is everywhere, and all you want to do is have people put on the glasses. They were mixing the terms consume, obey, trust God, trust government God, into the national anthem lyrics in the 70s. I'll leave the link for that as well, so you can see just how far back and how deep this goes. And you can see, if that's what they were doing then, what are they doing now? Well, I know exactly what they're doing now. And it's subliminal messaging. And it works by repetition. Your subliminal mind isn't programmed by reason, only repetition. And it picks up everything that your conscious mind doesn't. So subliminal messages are basically like a gun. They can be used for good and they can be used for evil. So when you see that little eye in the top right corner and you see transcending vibrations, that's what I'm talking about. Brainwave entrainment. And it's a very good, positive thing. It's a scientific thing. It's proven. It's effective. It's safe. It's all natural. And it was all produced 100% by me. And if you go onto the website, Transcending Vibrations, and you enter the code, Vibrations, I'll set it up for a few weeks where you can get 45% off anything to try it out. Thanks for listening. This is B-Dub. Transcend your mind.
The gist is, the main important part is the tapping of subconscious mind. This is a process how to tap your subconscious mind, and we use EEG machines which indicates the movement of neurons in the brain. Expertise lies in the frequency selections. All archers, all sportsmen's minds are different. They have different issues. They have different ideas. They have differently programmed their mind. We have to unprogram their mind. We have to reprogram their brain. This is what is the answer in modern science sports industry. The main thing we know, as it has been told several times in the video, that subconscious mind does not understand arguments. Whatever you say, whatever you program, it accepts and records, and it understands the language of repetitions. We do practice, we do repetitions in archery, shooting, and all other sports. We do with conscious level of our mind, that the power is only 10%. Whereas subconscious mind has the power of 90%. We don't know about what is that 90% is within us. This is the science has made the proven things, that neuroscience has come up with the activation of subconscious mind. That is called mind activations. Brainwave is a source, music is a source, and this is what now we are throughout the world they are trying, adopting, and there is an improvement in scores, efficiency in all sports area. I do not want to mention exactly the names of the countries, but the leading countries, they are improving in their sports, and we are interested in archery, and there are several archers, they have increased their scoring. The level of scoring what you used to have, now it is much more. An average, almost all archers shoot on the upper level of scoring. But the difference is in the mind. Main thing, mind controls everything, but we cannot control our minds. That is the technique is being adopted, is being introduced, trying to introduce in Indian sports. Hope the presentation is acceptable, remarkable, and impressive. I am trying with the many archers of India these type of techniques, this type of mental training. There are many brain exercises. We go physical exercises to gym, we go gym, we do many things in gym to excel the activities of muscles. But we don't know what are the exercises brain gym is all about. Brain gyms uses very technical exercises. Why they use to activate, it is just to activate the subconscious mind. Once the subconscious mind is activated, after doing repeatedly the mental exercises along with brainwave entrainment, it can be implemented in the brain. It can be reprogram our neurons of brain by repetitions. Again, unless we know the techniques of tapping subconscious mind, mental training is not complete. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. This is Shankar Majumdar, sports mental trainer, specialized in archery, attached with Indian archery sports. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.